Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I just wanted to speak about the reason we decided to move to Canada and not anywhere else. I can say confidently after living here for 2.5 years that we love it. We do not regret moving to this country, and every day I am grateful that I did. The video will just be showing still places that we went through during our road trip in British Columbia. So just enjoy the scenery. So when we decided that we wanted to move from where we were, we had two countries top of our list. Well, two, because I wanted a different country and my husband wanted a different country. So he was for Canada without a doubt. He was just like Canada, and I was like Australia. I was considering the weather mostly, and so I yielded to the head of the family. So Canada it was. We didn't even argue about it. We just prayed about it, and that was that. And we decided to start. And one of the reasons that we really wanted to move from where we are, we wanted to look for a place that was stable. Like, we were looking for stability. That was the first thing that I could think of, that we could think of, because where we were, we had to always have work visas. So even though they call them PRs or permanent residents, it's not really that. It's just you always have to have work. If you don't have work, you literally have a month to leave the country. And so you find there wasn't much of flexibility. So let's say if you wanted to change a job, like, it wasn't so easy. Or if you lost your job all of a sudden, like, there was no security at all. You could be working today and not working tomorrow, and that meant you were on your way home. So if you weren't you're not set up back home, then that would mean, and even if you were, like, if you just lose work without any prior knowledge or prior preparation, it would definitely put you in a difficult situation. So we were looking for stability, and we wanted somewhere we can change jobs freely, where we can decide not to go to work if we don't want to go to work, where we can start our you can start a business if you want to, without someone having to own like more than half of your business for you to be able to operate. So yeah, I definitely get those countries. Obviously, they are protecting their people, and they are trying to make sure that their citizens don't suffer. So if you come from a country that your government is not concerned about you, then you can't blame them. I actually salute their their effort to make sure that their citizens are stable and will never need. So yeah, anyway, so stability, and Canada has a very stable political system, and it greatly values democracy, as well as, like, moving here, you have every right, like a citizen. The only thing that we cannot do is vote as a permanent resident until you apply for citizenship, which can happen after 3 years, basically. So your permanent resident card is valid for 5 years, but you qualify to apply for citizenship after 3 years, which is great. I totally love that, and we are able to travel to, I think, 183 countries when you have that passport. So hey, why not? With my Kenyan passport, oh my gosh, every time I thought of traveling, I just look at the list of documents that I have to present, and I'm just like tired in advance. So Yeah. Two, Canada is very multicultural. Like, there are more than 200 languages spoken in this country. It is literally made of immigrants or descendants of immigrants. It's extremely diverse and it is tolerant. I do know that obviously you will find those few elements of racism. I haven't faced them yet personally, but I do know that this is one of the most diverse countries and they are very, very tolerant. You will find some bad eggs for sure. I have heard of those stories, but hey, where is it that we don't have racism? So you just, it's not as pronounced. I haven't seen it yet. As I said, I haven't experienced it yet. So far so good. And we are all given equal opportunities, like, and then we do have universal health care for citizens and permanent residents. I mean, this is huge for me. I know there is still some cons when it comes to the healthcare, like the long waits in ER and stuff. But guys, you go to the hospital and you don't pay anything. I mean, that hasn't happened to me in Kenya. And every time I go to a clinic and walk out, the only thing I have to pay for is medication, and that is also covered by my work insurance. So you do find that work gives you insurance for things that are not covered, like dental, and drugs and stuff like that. But from the moment we stepped here, we could register for free healthcare. Anything like blood, like operations, like I'm telling you, like this for me is this is amazing. I really, really love the healthcare system and it's top notch. It's not just, anything, like it's not substandard. Okay. And again, I say there is equal opportunities for all races, religions, and genders. Nobody is allowed to discriminate because of your race or because of your religion. I love the work-life balance. The companies really make sure that you work and you're able to go home and be with your family. I love that. And if you want to take extra jobs, then that's up to you. You won't say that there isn't, work-life balance. There's great quality of education. I mean, if you have kids, free education is free from kindergarten to grade 12. And so even the higher education is also very affordable compared to other countries. And you can start saving for that from the beginning. When you have your child, there are ways that you can save to make sure by the time your child is going to the university, you already have that money saved up. It's relatively a very safe country. It's actually been voted one of the safest nations in the world. So crime rate is low. I wouldn't say that it's not there. Obviously it is there, but it is low. So it is safe. And the high quality of life, I mean, it has been voted top 3 in the world, just behind Switzerland. No, not Switzerland. Yeah, Switzerland and Germany. And the 3 top 10 cities are in the world to live in are in Canada. Number 1, Calgary, where I live. Yay! Vancouver and Toronto. So, I mean, there's high quality of life, great, high standards of living for any country in the world. And yeah, it's as I said, we are well quite known for it. So yeah, those are some of the reasons. I will speak of the cons on the next video. There is cons everywhere, obviously, but generally we love it. We love it. Thank you guys for joining us or for joining me in this video.